Look at bitch.
3, 2, 1. Mics are live.
My mother worked 15 hours, 5 days a week. My mother worked 16 hours, 6 days a week. My mother worked 17 hours, 7 days a week. The best way to scare a Tory is to read and get rich. The best way to scare a Tory is to read and get rich. The best way to scare a Tory is to read and get rich. I know nothing, I'm just sitting here looking at pretty colours. I know nothing, I'm just sitting here looking at pretty colours. I know nothing, I'm just sitting here looking at pretty colours. Mother,
Woo! Grab me some beef jerky, Gertrude. We're coming home. We're coming home. We're coming home to market. Oh, I got these plums. They're big. They're ready. You are too. Put on your big boy jeans. Put on your big girl pantaloons. We're gonna moonwalk the night. Fantastic. You can't handle this. You can't handle the truth. You can't handle these cum gutters. You can't handle this 8-pack. You can't handle these nipples. I hung from the ceiling in love with these things. I wear a gimp mask. You didn't know that about me. I'm a sensitive lover. Long walks, short beach. You, Cliff. We're back. Helltown Radio.
It's your boy Chris K, Christopher Allen Kenworthy, both Chris K Comedy and Christopher Allen Kenworthy. Those are two of my online handles. We are here doing our show. I'm here on my phone trying to promote the show, get the Facebook post out so you guys can get linked to it. We are having a beautiful show today. It's a very intimate show today. We have a great guest with us. One of my favorite people I've met in the comedy game since we've been on. Kevin gives me a lot of hope for the future because I feel like Kevin exemplifies where I'm going to be in 25, 30 years. We have great times together. It's always a hoot and a holler. There's always a lingering cloud of smoke wherever we go. Hey man, it's great to meet somebody that is as enthusiastic and or more enthusiastic than I am about the cannabis flower and its byproducts. We have two great bonds, Kevin, and our two great bonds are cannabis and comedy. It's the CNC connection, man. Like the CNC Music Factory. Gonna make you sweat, baby.
CC, absolutely. I thank you so much, George and Chris, for having me out here this evening. It's wonderful to be out communicating with nature. And Chris, unfortunately, when you said you might want to be me 20, 25, 30 years, you're gonna have to set more lofty goals for yourself. I would just tell you that.
I'm just trying to stay realistic, Kevin. You know, it's
I'm out of here.
A pair of fresh J's, a Mitchell and Ness, and a spliff in the mouth, Kev. That's where I want to be in 25, 30 years. Right. And this man, if you don't see before him, this man is always fresh to death. He showed up yesterday to the Catamount open mic wearing a DJ Mustard shirt. I mean, I don't know about you, but I remember back in the day, it was like, we'll talk more about this in the future, but it's like just the way that people, and don't take this the wrong way, Kev, because like I look at you as ageless. I look at you as just one of the homies, man. I don't even think about how old you are, man, because that's the way it is, dude. When you pull up, the first time Kevin and I ever hung out, we had met probably like a couple days before. We were just having a fun time, and we were just burning down together. And I was like, "Yeah, we're doing this open mic in the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in Front Royal, Virginia." And we decided. Kevin was like, "Hey, you mind if I come over to your house beforehand? We'll pregame a little bit." I was like, "Yeah, sure, no sweat." Okay, so Kevin shows up, and I'm like, I just expect, "Hey, man, this is a cool old dude. He's all right. He has some joints at the party." He showed up, man. Kevin brought out. He had like a fucking he had like the metal briefcase, man. He put on the combination 420, coincidentally, popped it open. There was a no, I'm just kidding. He had a cooler, and he had this bag that you see in front of him. And in the cooler, he had a 6-pack of THC sodas. He had his kit here, which always has multiple types of candies, multiple types of edibles, 2 to 3 types of cannabis and cannabis products. We got This man brought out some vapes today. We have all that stuff, and we sat and we had a great time. And then
We did?
yeah, well, I did, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm sure I must have as well.
Nah, it's fun though. I think the only age thing I'm gonna say though, Kevin, the only age reference I'd make in our friendship is like you're like the cool ass granddad that like I love my granddad. Like my granddad, both my granddad and my Pepe, they were both some of my favorite
Pepe?
people. That was my French granddad.
Dude, he went by Pepe?
He went Pepe.
That's
Pepe.
fucking wild.
Yeah, man, Pepe.
Le
Jean
Pew.
Leonard was his name.
Sacré bleu, je parle un peu de français.
Très bien, bon fête, mon frère, bon fête.
Oh,
But it was before we butcher the rest of this language. So
English.
yes, but it's like whenever I see Kevin, I feel like like my granddad roll up because I'll be like, yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? We dap each other off, and instead of handing me a Werther's Original, he'll give me a 50 milligram gummy. It's just the way 50 milligram gummy and one of these Kevin rolls a joint that will bring you back. You'll feel like you should be in a lowrider listening to lowrider and these
You gotta-
motherfuckers.
He
got-
tossed 2 out before you even got here. He's a guy. He's like Gambit of joints.
Sit back and you go with the 8-track. Well, Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Go
Chris,
home,
can you do me a
get
favor and
the
get that
Betamax
light?
going.
Yeah, let me get that light.
Yeah, get that light.
Get the light, Kenworthy.
You don't tell an old person anything about going towards the light. Believe me, I just wanna- believe me, mine will not be light.
Yeah, like
Or actually, if there is a life hereafter, I would like to, before I would be involved in any decision making, I'd like to see who's on the guest list at each location.
I mean, this is just honest observation of the people that I would think would probably be in hell. If it's not just all in out torture, it could be a hell of a party,
Oh well,
Just the drug overdoses alone.
hey, I sat through it Sunday when the Commanders were playing the Giants, and there was a chance late in the fourth quarter that it could go to overtime. That is Dante's lowest level of hell.
Just sitting down there with the thieves and liars.
Well, no, that's Capitol Hill.
Dun, dun, dun.
I used to call when I was the chef at Piedmont Club in Gainesville. I used to refer to it as the seventh. That was the seventh ring of Dante's Inferno.
What was up with that place?
Just old people, right?
No, man, no. It was like a lot.
Piedmont was rich people, right?
Yeah, well, they're people that they're like
Piedmont,
new.
that's
It's new,
golf-
yeah,
the golf
new,
course.
yeah,
The
yeah,
McMansion
it's
people.
nouveau. It's nouveau rich, and it's redneck nouveau rich.
Oh,
So it's like they're like I made man I made it.
I
And no
drive
better.
a F-150 Platinum, bitch. You know how much that?
What do
but
they have better cars up on blocks? I mean,
No, I mean, look, I'm not gonna take away from everybody in the community, but there's a lot of sentiment that you get that the nouveau rich has, which is like the part of your privilege is that you treat the help like shit, and
what is
like
that,
and that's usually you see that more so with people from new money than you do from old money. And we were talking off air. I worked a substantial amount. I worked combined about 4.5-5 years in the country club industry for Club Corps International. And there was, you could always tell, it was like, it was very, being the help, so to speak, was always a way to, it was like a litmus test to see if a person was a good person or not. Like, because the way you treat people, I get it. Hey, listen, we're there to give you service, and I'm not saying that you're there for us. We're there for you, absolutely. But there's certain types of language, the snapping, the pointing, the things that people do sometimes.
You can tell a lot about a person, and it has nothing to do with money. It's how you're raised. And I started working in the restaurant business when I was 14, washing dishes, and then a little prep chef, and then guy took me under his wing. Drinking age in New York back then was 18, and he said, I'm gonna teach you the art of bartending. Anyone can serve a drink, just like there are waiters and servers, and there's people that bring you your food, people that take pride in things, etc. It's a profession worthy of much, and I think just the way you see how people treat people is definitely a mirror into their soul. And I always thought that it was to write it off on business expenses, but you could tell more about a person in 4.5 hours on a golf course about the type of person they are, not the type of golfer they are, the type of person they are. And most people are assholes, and, they come from a long line of assholes. Mm-hmm. So there's not, Jerry Lewis is not going to run a telethon for assholders. We just maybe cure virginity in our lifetime or something that has an end, a beginning, and
They run benefits for assholes all the time, Kevin. They're called political fundraisers. So that's my chang at you, baby.
Wow. Boy, I tell you what.
The Super PAC actually is
we're going on PBS now, man. Shit.
No, we're not. We can't. It doesn't exist anymore. You can't do it.
Wow.
That's wild, isn't it?
Well, I'll just go home and watch Sesame Street.
Yo, you gotta watch it on HBO, which is even more crazy. Yeah, Sesame Street. It's like we're talking about some antiquated stuff here, which is funny. They're bringing back Toys R Us. They're bringing back Toys R Us, and they're bringing back Little John to be the man behind Toys R Us. They had him on at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade doing Turn Down for What with Jeffrey the giraffe. And I think that's crazy because a lot of parents are my age, and I'm generationally speaking, our generations had to explain to the younger generations what Toys R Us is and was. Right? It was like the safari of toys. Like, you didn't just point and click. You had to go there and pray it was there and fight. You had to fight some of the feral children off of it.
It was 3D Amazon.
Right? And they did that. And Toys R Us. But now then you also had to explain who Little John was, because Little John, by this point in time, Little John is, that's classical music at this point in time. So you got to explain to the kids, you're like, hey, Little John and his East Side Boys used to make music that would create it would make women involuntarily clap their cheeks and men to throw their cash. And sometimes he's referred to as the patron saint of the gentleman's club. That's the way I would describe it to children, to be romantic about Little John, because we all know the Get Low was the Fisher Price My First Stripper song.
Oh, well, I have experience back in previous lives. I used to manage a gentleman's club down on K Street, still in existence, Archibald's.
Yeah, dude, no kidding.
Yes, it did.
Archibald's. We went there on my bachelor party, and a funny story about that is the 2 nights in your life that your people repute to be like the most wild of your life is either their bachelor party or their 21st birthday party. I've had wilder Tuesday nights in Front Royal than either of those nights, and I spent my 21st birthday in South Beach and my bachelor party in Washington, D.C., and for some reason, when it was my bachelor party, that city was dead, and we went to Archibald's, and it was so dead at Archibald's that the manager that was working came and gave me $100 bill and said, "Go to."
You don't look that pretty.
He gave me $100 bill, and he said, "Go." He said, "Go to Good Guys or Camelot, and they should be better times." So that's how dead that place was. But good on him for doing that. It was great customer service, and he almost retained a customer, but.
You'd be the first one of the month. Yeah. Well, what could you say? It was a different time back then.
Hell yeah, man.
It's a different time, 7 o'clock this evening.
Lunar Sprunk is in the chat and says, feral children fights.
Feral children fights are going to be the new NBA. I'd say it'd be better off we did it like NCAA style, where they don't make any money, we make all the money off of it.
Feral children fights.
Feral children fights.
Wow, and that's an international thing because I guess if we take all the shithole countries, and we could make it like the Little League instead of Williamsport, Pennsylvania. We can have a Taiwan feral team, and you get the 17-year-old feral Dominicans.
The Thailand
say
kids gonna fuck everybody up with their Muay Thai though. They start them kids young, man.
Thai sticks?
No Thai sticks. No, silly man, motherfucking Muay Thai.
Oh, is that kickboxing shit?
Thai sticks, man. All right, so a Thai stick. There's a lot as somebody that was there for the era of the Thai stick, and as advertised in the Facebook post I just made, we're going to be doing we're going to start getting into we need to start talking about some weed stuffs. What exactly was a Thai stick? Because my understanding, it was essentially what we call now a canagar, where they would take a stick and they would pack marijuana around it very, very, very tightly, and then put it rosin hash on it, and then put keef on top of that. And then you'd pull out the stick. It would have a hole through the center, and you'd essentially have a Canagar. Now, is that what a Thai stick is?
Indeed, and I will tell you that there were very few things that were beneficial about the Vietnamese War. But Thai stick came to of course, a lot of heroin did as well. But, Thai stick and the other thing, it was Sinsemilla.
Yeah.
Seedless to say, it was absolutely amazing because back in the day, I'm not talking, I mean, I've been getting high for multiple decades, but the stuff now is stronger. I mean, you took your little album cover and, Seeds and Shake. I mean, it looked like fucking Hearts Mountain by the time you were done. Yeah. And now it's, what can I say? It's different. Is it better? I don't know.
We have a question.
I mean, scientifically, yeah. What's up?
Lunar Sprunk asked, has anyone ever smoked donkey dick?
Smoking donkey dicks is something that we don't, I don't personally condone, only because I feel like there's a lot of moral and physical issues that you're going to face there.
Well, I'll jump in and say only if it's an indica. Because hybrids and sativas really don't.
It's gonna be an indica your mouth.
Hey,
yo,
man. Okay, layup line. Let's go.
Yeah, we have the bell there. That's the score. I'm gonna score that one for myself.
Oh, absolutely.
Indica the mouth. No, but dude. The stems and seeds. Even that's a generational thing that I have with my daughter. My daughter is a big cannabis enthusiast as well too, and we get baked when we hang out, man. But it's like I feel like it's sort of like the way that I treat cannabis and the way she does is kind of funny because I'm like, it's like it was like when you had your parents that grew up in the Great Depression, how they treated food is like how I'm with weed. I'm like, oh no, hold on, wait. There's a.
See, I grew up during the Great Depression.
Did you really?
My mother's. But it's I thought of myself as an athlete, and back in the day, I was born in 1953. So when you're 12, 14, or whatever, we were drinking beer real early, but we said no to drugs in this jock crowd that I was in, till I discovered that it was a lot nicer than just dealing with, getting sick, drinking Schaefer. I never, in fact, it was only when I turned and got my fake ID card, my draft card. Selective Service had the draft there back in the day, and I had a fake card. But kids in the neighborhood, like 12 years old or 13 years old, we want to drink. We had the older guys go and buy the beer for us. But the tithe that we had to pay was that they went and bought the beer, but they were giving us 4-packs for the 6-pack that we bought. And they took, they had 33% off the top, which I thought was a lot until I borrowed from the mob, and I thought was a lot until I paid my income tax. So it worked out pretty well. And then, we didn't resent it because then when we got a little bit older, we passed it on. Just like Halloween in the Bronx there. You only trick-or-treated till you were strong enough to beat up the smaller kids that did all the work for you, and then you just took your...
Oh, you one of them niggas. Oh, my God. Look, we call them what was the motherfucker? The pillowcase patrol. Them motherfuckers jump out of motherfucking bushes. Next thing you know, you're lesser a whole bunch of Snickers. These motherfuckers would target certain shit. They would know what houses had the full size motherfuckers and would rob you right after you got a full size one. So you go from cloud 9.
Yeah. I'm telling you what. The reason why we did that, and later on in life, there was a tremendous show called, what was it called? Oh, yeah. The one in Baltimore.
Oh, The Wire?
The Wire. What we did, Omar took to another level. That's all it was.
Toss them out the window.
I mean, Mom Donnie's doing it now. It is just, sharing a wealth.
Dude, I have a job site at Coppin State. Let me tell you.
I don't need anything. I thought you were going upstate to cop.
No.
Hey.
But Coppin State, it's a HBCU.
Yeah.
And it is super nice. The campus is pretty cool. We're doing like a building out there. Block off. I took a wrong turn. I had to you couldn't do a U-turn because it was a median, so I had to go down, take a left, and turn around. Right. So I get down there and I'm like, as soon as I get around the corner, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of houses look like they're on fire or got plywood on the windows. I know exactly where I am. God damn it. This is a very bad area. These are all trap houses.
Well, here's the crazy thing, and it doesn't matter where you are, anywhere in the United States, probably anywhere in the world. You are 2 wrong turns away from being on an episode of Cops.
Yeah.
You could be the nicest day, Jupiter, Florida. You go on the other side at night.
Oh no, I lived in Broward County for 8 months in the beginning of 2001.
Oh, was that White Boy Summer?
That was one of them. One of my hot white boy summers. I think every one of my summers is a hot white boy summer.
I have never had one.
Man, every one of your summers is a hot white boy summer. It's a half white boy summer.
Nah.
But we lived down there. I met these kids, and they were like, I'd get weed from every once in a while. And one of the dudes was like, hey, man, if you ever want to make some money, like the cops dudes drive around here, and they'll pay you to get run down by the cops. Like, so basically, yeah, some of those things when there was no crimes being committed, they would just go find like some. So if you watch some of the cops episodes, like the earlier ones, you would see repeat people on there. And if they were on there, and they would whoop your ass on camera. But at this point, they would pay you. This is in 2001 when $300 meant something.
Oh,
they pay you $300.
Dude, I'm on a fixed income.
Dude, that's when like Happy Meals were like $2 and shit.
Damn, I was depressed. I never had a Happy Meal.
Yeah,
I used to wait for the McRib to come out.
Dude, I did.
And my 1 week of cultural appropriation. Shamrock shakes, baby.
Oh, I fucking hate them things. It tastes like they put a toothpaste in it. Like, maybe I've had they made it
pass
wrong.
Me on your joints real quick. What? Oh, Jesus
like,
Christ, man!
So, like, what is a traditional Shamrock shake supposed to taste like?
I have no idea.
It's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be mint chocolate chip.
It's bullshit.
Or mint. It's supposed to be like mint ice cream, but it's like.
I mean, Irish coffee, not from Ireland.
McRib is popping right now, I think, isn't it?
I can't eat any McRibs. I had a McRib off when I worked at Interpunk, right?
Oh, no.
So it was like a gambling event. So you had to buy in. You had to go buy 5 McRibs. And like there was a McDonald's right over by our warehouse. So we all went in. It was like 10 people. And then you pulled all your money in, and I think it was like $200. I won that motherfucker. I ate 5 McRibs, and like, let me tell you what happens after the 5th McRib goes down.
Oh, it comes back up.
Oh no, you start getting like, I wasn't gonna throw up, but my stomach didn't hurt.
Fucking Georgie Chestnut over here, fantastic.
And this is when I was
Georgie D's nuts.
This is like when I was training like MMA like 2 times a day and like teaching classes. I was like 220 pounds, and like it wasn't a big deal to eat a bunch of fucking shit, but it was the sodium. There was so much sodium in all of those things.
You look like the Michelin Man.
What? No, I started to get
right?
like the cold sweats. And then we used to have like a photographer that would take a picture every day and put it on our website. And one day it was just me fucking projectile vomiting into the fucking toilet. Dude followed me into the bathroom, and right when I started retching, it was like a fucking. It's on my fucking Facebook, but it's just it's a fountain of McRib.
That's wild.
It's good.
I understand why not. I guess that I get that.
Yeah.
So to go, so on a lighter note, so we're gonna bring up the evolution of joints. Like Kevin rolls a very traditional, what we like call a traditional J, a number as they was referred to back in the day.
It's comforting.
Yeah, it's very comforting. I love it, dude, and it's great. It's good for a singular person. Kevin is a very singular smoker. He's very kind. Whenever the first thing he hands to you when you see him is usually a joint.
You know what's commendable about these joints too?
What's up?
All right, so back in the day, the real reason that people started switching to this other paper is because people would roll them like that and it'd be too motherfucking tight, and you couldn't like take a drag off of it.
Yeah,
it would be like annoying as shit. So people just started getting cones because it was like pretty much nobody could fuck up a cone.
Well, the cones are like, I think these showed up about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, raw.
They're highly convenient, very easy to use. It doesn't show any skillment. It doesn't show any skill or craftsmanship, but gets the job done. This is what I smoke normally. I do know how to roll a nice joint and blunt. Don't get fucked up.
Oh, dude.
But this is fantastic. I always like it. So we're gonna do. We can show you on camera. We got the side by side, year 2025, year 1985, right here. But we're gonna be We're gonna do something tonight here with Kevin very shortly, just for you kids at home to get ready for. Kevin has never done a dab. And if you don't know what a dab is a highly concentrated.
I know Brylcreen, a little dab will do you, but I'm bald, so I am dabless in.
And Kevin he actually provided the batter we have for this one here.
What is this batter?
This is a concentrated
Swing
hashish
batter,
product.
swing batter.
And this is a very concentrated, very nicely acquired and pure form and essence of the THC molecule. So what we're going to do is we're going to eventually
Bill Nye over here.
Well, I'm just acting like I know what I'm talking about.
I will say, like, a guy that's going to be on the show probably next week, Fam Jewels. He was on Dirtbag, but he went to Colorado and was made concentrates for 710 Labs for a bunch of years. And but yeah, like, he was the first person I ever saw with this shit, and I was like, they brought out a blowtorch and they had like an old titanium nail, like before, like that, and I was like, yo, are we freebasing weed?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Here's what I will tell you about the joint, and it is an urban situation.
Yeah.
When I moved down here in '83, I moved down here, went to somebody's house. I'm hanging out, and they had bongs and they had this, and it was like an oboe. I said, I'm here to get high. If I wanted to join the fucking band, I would, And it's convenient. It's very portable, and it's sort of like an entree for one, and these other things are kind of like 3-4 around. Now I don't smoke in the house, and so if I go outside, it's like this is a perfect joint for a lonely guy. So there you go.
Well, I know that you started to see what I guess people call dog walkers. Those half joints.
I ain't even got a dog. I live in a Korean neighborhood, and that's probably why.
The first time I ever got in trouble for reefer, my attorney was like, right before she was like, yeah, we're going to get all this taken care of. You're not going to do anything. You're going to pay a fine. And she right before she walked out with a briefcase, she was like, just roll joints from now on. Because I had like a bowl and like a jar of weed.
Paraphernalia.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, I'll tell you why. I got my ass kicked over roller paper.
Oh, yeah.
You know how?
How?
Well, my mother, God rest her soul, found what was rolling paper, and she asked me what it was. And I said it was paper for cleaning my glasses lenses.
So you got in trouble for
lying. I've always thought quickly on my feet, but then I've been knocked on my ass because people find out the truth. But so one day I come home and I get met with a right, real quick. Well, she had read one of those Good Housekeeping book articles, 10 telltale signs to see if your kid's a junkie. And one of them was the old roller paper thing. And I guess my father read it, and he kept yelling at me, are you on the drugs, boy? You on the drugs? You're wearing a long-sleeve shirt. I said, it's fucking February, Dad. Come on, man. Leave me alone. So that was that. I don't like going to these dispensaries either, I must say, as we ramble on, because it's like going to DMV.
That's exactly how I feel about it.
The old days, you would go and hope. Well, first of all, there was no cell phones. So you went to a fucking payphone, you called the guy on a beeper. It wasn't one of those fucking Hamas beepers. I mean, it didn't kill you. But, and the guy either would show up or he wouldn't show up. Or he'd show up 2 hours late, and the product would be shit. But that was the only game in town. And it's not so... Listen, I enjoy getting high, but the whole thing is... It's the quest. It's the search. It's the capture. It's the clean. It's the roll. There's rituals. And looking in front of me here, I'm rather scared because I see a science experiment in front of me. But how bad could it be? It's only 3 letters. Dab, right? George, how we doing over there?
My first dab experience I was in we were living down the street from my homies, and he was like, "Oh, you gotta try this thing out," and I was like, I didn't understand what it was, and so he's like,
I still don't.
Well, it's freebasing weed,
Okay.
and so we did the dab. I took it, and it hit me really hard. I mean, I was coughing my balls off. And I was like, all right, well, I had to get home, so I had to go home. I drove. I thought my house is 8 minutes away. It felt like a 45-minute drive. When I got home, I was like freaking out. I was like, oh, my God, that took me 45 minutes to get home. And I called my homie. I'm like, dude, how long have I been gone? He's like, you left like 10 minutes ago, dude. But, yeah, I mean, it affects different people different ways. I'm hoping that, he had an electronic nail, which is a very, very efficient way of doing it. This way, this was going to be kind of a dab light.
Oh, yeah. Fine.
I spent the reason why I was late was I was making sure this was clean. You
don't have to make you went to the O'Connell comes out and you at the strangest times.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late.
Usually when I'm wearing a skirt, like my little Catholic girl look that I like to do. Just kidding.
Jeez, I thought you were the Scottish. I thought it was the Scottish games.
Scottish gay. Yeah, speaking of Scottish gays, dude, where the fuck is Eddie? What the hell, Eddie?
Throat deep on a thick one.
Yeah, the Girthmeister 2000, man.
Jerking off to the Diddy documentary.
Oh, no, maybe there's a reason. Maybe he's having a bad mullet night.
Yeah, Eddie.
Eddie looked like.
Hasn't he done this before too?
I love it.
Nah, I haven't.
No, I love it.
We have a no show. We had one, so we did a no show.
Eddie's cool because no matter.
I'm sorry, man. I'm being catty.
No matter how depressed you are, you see Eddie, you feel better about yourself.
Eddie looked like a dude that wrestled in high school but didn't make it to senior year because of grades.
Oh, I thought because of getting caught sniffing the seats and the toilets.
Boy, that'd be terrible. That was awkward.
That was awkward.
Why don't we move on from toilet seats and Eddie and onto something else here?
Yeah, but we'll get back to the dabs here. So, anyways, what else? Let's see.
Boy.
What else we got here? In addition to these,
George, I tried to elevate it, but all we are is getting high.
We're elevating, baby.
This is Chris every time. It's just different accoutrement.
Yeah, this is. It's good to have. You know what's funny is that the two people who've been able to keep up with me. It was Mike Hasty and Kevin Gartland.
Like back in the day, I could have hung, but my tolerance is way down. It's like, nah, man, listen, I'm already baked as shit.
It's neither a positive or a negative. When the glass is full, the glass is full.
Oh yeah. Like there's times where there's sessions that go on at open mic night, and I'm like, yo, I gotta talk. I don't know how this is going on.
Open mic, yeah, Kevin, you're good. You're a good addition to our open mic.
I tell you what. There was a young lady last night with the voice of an angel.
Oh, that's Gabe and Gilly.
Gabe and Gilly.
They have taken cat of my
the cat of my baston.
So this is what I will say. When
say it,
Royal Bones
boners
isn't they're still they still perform with each other and adjacent to each other, but they are not Royal Bones anymore. Is that fair to say?
No more Bones.
No more Royal Bones. And Royal Bones was a duo. It was two dudes. Gabe and Jake, really, really good. They would have other people come up and sing sometimes. Jake is doing more solo stuff and playing the shit out of his guitar. He's coming for Joe Martin's title, dude. I'm calling it.
Joe
now.
Martin.
They're gonna have to.
He's gonna need a practice. Yeah, dude. Son.
They're gonna have a guitar off, much like the end of Crossroads with Steve Vai and Ralph Macchio.
When I hear Joe Martin play, it reminds me of a cheap motel in the Bronx where you put the quarter in the machine because there's magic fingers. That man.
Oh, Joe Martin is fucking ridiculous.
And those
he's actually known as the magic fingering machine in certain circles.
Those two people you were talking about, Gilly and Chili or whatever, the guy played a nice little he played a nice little Neil Young riff almost at the end of the I'm cursed with loving music, knowing the lyrics to just about every song in the universe, and I have the worst fucking singing voice in the world. In fact, I went to a small Catholic elementary school, and everyone in the first grade was in the choir. And they had us sing a song, Charlottetown is burning down. Goodbye, goodbye. And at the end of the thing, Mr. LaMedica, that fuck. I hope he's dead a long time. And this, you don't think I have a grudge? This was in 1958.
Jesus, yo.
Fucking guy. I tell you what, I got Irish Alzheimer's. Forget everything except a grudge. But this bastard said you have a very nice voice, but not for singing. And so, wow. You
Yo,
know?
that's some savage shit to say to a kid.
I was 5 years old.
Oh my fucking I coach, but I can't imagine telling a 5-year-old, like, I teach jiu-jitsu, like, you know, kids sometimes, and I can't imagine telling a 5-year-old, like, your armbar shit. Like, that's some wild stuff to say to a kid.
But, you know, it worked out well. I got into forensics and debate and speech contests that were very big in Catholic high schools. I'm sure O'Connell had a team, a speech team, a debate team, and all them other good fucking teams, right? You ever go to class there?
What, debate team and all that shit? No, man, I was on the swim team.
I didn't
dude.
say the vape team.
No, I
That
was
was a
on the
little bit-
bong team, son.
So I mean, and
Bong.
oh well, okay. Or the
I lived
Gonzo.
in Reston, and I went to Arlington for school, so we had a 45-minute commute.
God damn.
Yeah. Oh, and
Ain't you fans?
we would, and me and my homies, we'd cheech that shit out.
Dude, like,
Would- there any-
My friend had a van.
Were there
and
any
we would
blacks
just-
at O'Connell at the time?
Yes, there were a few blacks actually.
Besides the
basketball
team.
team?
Besides the team.
Yeah, dude. Like we had
Because most people that travel
it was-
45 minutes anywhere voluntarily are looking to get the fuck away from something. I'm just saying.
Well, it was my parents at the time. I was in eighth, but like I'd been a solid straight A student. I scored in the top usually 1 to 5 percentile in all my testing stuffs until I got to 8th grade, and then all of a sudden my testicles were like, "Yo, we in charge now. I am the captain now."
Ugh.
And so I started like skateboarding and smoking pot and loving, all the things that were not school. And my parents were just like, "Yo, I think maybe let's give you." They gave me the option. They said, "Well, just like you're gonna have to tighten up one way or the other." They were like, "Would you want to go try this out?" And I was like, "All right, fuck it, let's go see what Catholic school is all about." So that's how I ended up there. But the O'Connell was interesting because it was I think it was like the people in the diocese usually refer to it as like Catholic light, like because there was a lot of Jewish people that went there. We had a lot of Muslim students. We had a lot of black
Sure.
students, a lot of Latino
The Catholic
students,
Church,
Asian.
then and now, you're welcome if the check clears.
Oh, sure. I mean, I was baptized Catholic. I think I went to like maybe 2 Catholic masses leading up to my high school career.
Yeah.
But I was baptized Catholic, so I got the discount because I had the Catholic entry. I had the golden ticket, so to
Well,
speak.
here's a sad tale, and maybe it has something to do with the way I am as I am now. I'm the youngest of 5. 3 older brothers, older sister. The next youngest sibling is like 14, 15 years my elder. All 3 of my brothers became Catholic priests. So you talk about the tough act to follow and being the black sheep of a lily white family. So I did my best over those years to give them job security, I guess would probably be the
Yeah, dude.
best
You're
way
doing a
to
hell of
put
a job of it, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dude. You're
We try.
Yeah,
My pleasure.
absolutely, man. Yeah, dude. Catholic school, though, I will say that. So, but O'Connell, to speak to that, like, yeah, I mean, like, some of my, like, I went to Beach Week with a couple of my homies that were of color, and that was extremely fun, man. I loved it, man. O'Connell was a great thing because it was like where it was inexpensive, so you had a good mix of demographic. But it was also where like all the hooligans like network. So there was always, so you knew where something was going on. You would know where something was going on every weekend. And if the party wasn't near your house, you could find it. You just network out. And this was before the internet. This was before the shit like that. So you had to make calls to landlines. There was like smoke signals, lights being shined in the sky. It was fucking crazy, man. It was the Wild West. Being a kid. I mean, Kev, I'm not like I'm trying to do the math on what decade were you were a teenager in the 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that mean,
man. So like for me, like we would find parties, but sometimes they get too wild. And then in high school, I discovered white people in the country, and they would have field parties.
Little moonshine too.
Oh, like kegs. That was like the first place I ever saw kegs. Was like
And that's the
country
first
white
time
people
they
party.
saw black people too. You
Oh,
know,
dude,
it's amazing.
nah, I was undercover at these parties. I was on my best behavior.
Oh,
I was like, I wasn't asking questions like, "Have y'all seen Glory?" They would be like, "What's that?"
oh, that Urkel boy. He's
Nah, but they would do some wild shit. There's some stuff that I think hanging out with those people for like limited events through other friends that I had that I skateboarded with was they would do shit I would never have done, like mud bogging. I would never have said I've gone in the woods and
it's not an aspiration.
Oh
No.
yeah, it's not something that like it's. I looked at it as that's a fun ass experience, and I would have never had it if I would have just like not hang out with some kid named Randy that drove a mini truck.
Dude, speaking of Urkel, today I went shopping in Strasbourg. And Strasbourg is
The Emporium.
We went to the Emporium.
The Emporium is straight hot fire. I went there this weekend for the first time.
Oh, really? You never been there before?
No.
Oh, dude, there's those other spots too, man.
I had been to the Sperryville Emporium, but I heard that one is
Strasbourg.
closed.
Is that the nice violins?
No, that's Stradivarius.
Oh, okay. I'm from the Bronx. What the fuck?
I'm from
Listen,
the Bronx. I know about nice violins. No, that doesn't work. No.
I wish.
No, I didn't know where Strasbourg was.
Strasbourg, it's like
No, you see, forget it. That was the
I get the
triangulation.
joke. I got what you're saying, but I think your joke was that I'm from the Bronx, so I made I'm making an ignorant statement, but you made a joke that only very few people would get, including George. I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
you know-
Even Stradivarius, I've been like, yeah, Strata suck my
Alright, so
dick,
here's
dog.
the-
I don't know, man.
You don't know about Stradivarius?
Here's
I
the
really do. I
Here's
know.
a problem. Here's a problem I got. I'm very smart, and it's got me nothing.
Yeah.
There's no greater burden and a great potential. And I'm 72. That potential is up and fucking gone.
Who knows?
I know a lot about
That's
nothing
bullshit.
and a little about everything. And the difficulty for me is that I try to hang out. Put it this way, it was told to me and I believe it. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Yeah, that can happen.
And I like to keep up with current events and be witty and this and that. And I'm up there telling jokes basically for myself, and I chuckle. I'm not going to make a career out of it, but it's frustrating for the audience, and it is for me. And sometimes it's a disservice to them. And I'm just, bearing myself. Like, there was something I wrote yesterday, and I said, okay, so I can't believe how stupid Trump is.
Uh-huh.
He thought he had no idea that Brown University was an Ivy League school. He thought it was an HBCU. Now, I chuckled to myself.
He told me. I was like, he told me the joke. I was like, well, I mean, you and I are gonna laugh.
And so I enjoyed it. And
I think it depends on that joke. Probably could, like, if you did that at like the
An
DC
HBA?
Improv, like it would. I think people would understand it.
but
I think it's I don't think it's gonna go over at the Catamount because they're not gonna know what those words mean. A lot of
but
times.
you know what? What I love about the Catamount, and it's not getting up and getting 15 minutes or whatever. It really is like coming home to a place I'd never been before.
Yeah.
And
It is
everyone has been so phenomenally nice. And what I find is if somebody is doing a good set, comedians are the worst audience in the world to listen to comedy. If there's 10 people getting up and you're going up number 4, the 3 people that have gone up before you are basically doing a autopsy on what they did. You're number 4. 5 through 10 are figuring out what they're doing, taking a shit so they won't feel constipated on stage, or going out, having a cigarette, having a drink, this or that, going through their notes. So the fact that there's musicians, civilians, as it were, they could be attuned and listen because it's outside of their genre. It's almost like, wow,
I think with especially the Catamount open mic, it's a very inviting room. People like will give you the benefit of the doubt in terms of watching people, seeing what somebody's gonna do. Because there's been people that have gotten up and it's like, what the fuck's going on here? And then you figure,
last night.
Yeah, but respect, respect,
the first guy that went.
Respect the balls.
I remember.
Respect the balls to be able to get up there and do it.
Oh yeah,
you know, props to the balls.
It is nerve wracking. I think like the smallness of it is almost more nerve wracking than a bigger space.
Oh yeah, not only that, but you know, you're talking to the 7-10 split because your eyes go right down the aisle. Listen, it's
yeah, for you guys, that's a whole nother thing. Like you got to play like two different sides.
It's a clubhouse that it's a club that it's been very welcoming. You know, I got an hour and 20-minute ride.
Yeah,
each way. So you know, it's there's not a whim to come out here, but I love it. And you know,
we love having you out here.
There's
Kevin.
real people.
We do.
You know, there's.
Turk too. Where the fuck? Turk was supposed to be here tonight too, man. We were about to have
Santa.
Well, the way we left it was that he was coming out.
He left. I thought you all would have coordinated because you guys could have overlapped on a ride, but.
You see,
Turk.
Excuse me.
Turk,
Do I roll?
you
Excuse
jerk.
me. Do I roll fat joints?
Oh no.
I like to ride alone.
Okay, I guess. I
Well, even that he.
Well,
he
here's the
could still
thing.
come.
Here's the thing. Why I like to ride alone, and it happens a lot of times.
I like to ride alone.
No, like say you go to
while I drive.
you go to somebody's house and you play cards,
Uh-huh.
and you go with your buddy. Your buddy is on a roll, and you're broke at 10:30. You got to sit around, and these are the old days before there was Ubers and shit. This is what I'm talking about. So you know, you go somewhere, or I have probably the greatest case of ADHD that ever existed. I gave Irish eggs its very fucking name. If my name wasn't Kevin, if it was Giuseppe, it would be an Italian eggs. But and so I like to come and go, and so I appreciate company. I mean, you know, if we're taking a fucking cross country, you know, life with Charlie, you know, I'll fucking do it that way. You know,
Dude, I do like bringing my own vehicle just in case. There's several reasons. There's tactical reasons. When a fight breaks out, I want to be able to know where to go. Yeah, and if you're gonna get some trim, you know, it's common courtesy. Don't leave a motherfucker stranded. But I will say, if it's a guy rule, dude, you should know this. If you go to the bar with your homie and he starts to pick up a chick, you got to figure your own way home.
oh, truly.
Yeah, like that's a general rule. Don't ever complain about that either.
Oh, listen,
Shake his hand
Don't be a
and-
little bitch.
You know, bite
Don't be
that
a little
Uber. Be
bitch.
like, you know, next time you see him, he probably gonna buy you a couple of beers.
yeah, but you know, he's not taking a dealer home.
Yeah.
I mean, I was fucking less practical here. So, bucket list. You guys got bucket lists?
Yo, I'm about to show
You're
you.
young.
I'm about to do a bucket list with you, man. We're about to load up this bucket full of debt.
Oh yeah. George, any bucket lists?
We got a bucket. We're about to dab you up, dog. Is what we're about to do. We got a big old booger on there.
I got two bucket lists.
Boop beep boop boop beep boop.
Strange bucket list, but maybe not. I want to go to the NFL Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, and the Motown Museum in Detroit.
If you go to the NFL Hall of Fame, let me know. One of my mentors, a chef that I worked for a few years at River Creek, Matt Crum. He's the executive chef at the NFL Hall of Fame. Let me know, man. He'll hook you up. Yo, Matt Crum, what's up, dog? I know you ain't watching, but you should.
No relation to the Crum, Denny Crum, the basketball.
No, neither Denny nor Harry Crum.
Oh.
Either, which was that's a throwback for John Candy. But I think without further ado, we need to get on to the main event of tonight. We need to get because
is this what the main event is?
Well, yeah, because I want to at least spend some time talking to Kevin after the dab. So, Kevin, going into this dab, you have no expectations, right? This is you don't know what you're gonna get.
Totally
This shouldn't be. I think this is gonna be pretty mild. This isn't a little very like I don't have
Again, O'Connell, please don't preface. Let's go.
All right, man. Well, here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm going to take my headphones off. I'm going to move the microphone. I'm going to move myself over to this side of the table with this flamethrower here, which I like to grandiosely call the torch. And I'm going to get the bowl really hot. It's going to get really hot. You're going to take this piece. You're going to put it on your face. You will, once I put the booger into the bucket, you'll see it melt. Once the booger's in the bucket, you start pulling, and then I will take care of everything for you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Put the booger in a bucket.
Booger in the bucket.
It sounds like what's his name? Put the biscuit in the basket. What was the
Biscuit
guy's
basket.
name? Was it Watson? No. I
Oh,
don't know, but you ever go down to Old Town Alexandria there to the?
okay. Okay, we got a soundtrack going. All right, Kevin, I'm gearing up. Here we go. Everybody, we're about to take Kevin into the stratosphere. This is a lot like watching the launch of SpaceX. Here we go.
I haven't seen one of these in years.
Oh wow, what? An old white guy?
No, a person's first dab.
Wow.
Dude, you're Mr. Miyagi.
Okay.
So when I tell you to go ahead and take it, you'll start putting it up your face. But we get hot first.
So,
So I'd be like this. Or it's gotta be on the table.
We'll put it on the table so I can heat it up for you.
yeah, you're just gonna sit it there. You can keep talking right up until
Fantastic. So after you finish heating it up, though, I don't have to be like that little souvenir from Florida. I have to.
Just be wary of the fact that
It's very, very hot there.
Right, that's going to be extremely hot. So.
Okay, fantastic. Get ready for hell.
yeah, just push the microphone over that way. Like as
Fantastic.
soon as he says it's go time.
How are you doing over there? Give us commentary, George.
So he's taking a torch. He's heating up what is called a quartz banger, and what that does is it heats it up to a certain temperature. The concentrate that he's going to use, once it heats up to that certain temperature, some people like them cold. They let them sit a little bit. Some people even use certain like digital thermometers to be able to get a specific temperature for taste. It releases certain terpenes, certain different flavors. People used to heat them up until they were golden almost, and then take a hot dab. They would kill you, and you would taste less of the cannabis. So this is a very concentrated form of cannabis. I feel like I'm doing play-by-play for fucking tennis. And Kevin's breathing down his first dab of his life. He's capped the dome. Oh, the banger has been capped. He's breathing. Oh, he's already in. He is not a rookie at this game. That is cyclical breathing that we've got over there, folks. Like a champ. Most people's first dab is not such class. Oh. Okay. Yes, this is so dabs sometimes dabs when I first heard about them they were described as smoking a blunt all at once by yourself. So they were quite. They have a different flavor profile, but it is very, very floral, depending on the temperature.
Intense.
You can pull that microphone back over.
Yeah, you got to pull over the.
Intense.
It hits.
That was
the flavor or the high already.
I don't care about flavor.
Speaking of high, man, I'm gonna grab some more candy. Is that cool?
Dude, one time on this show, how many?
No, I got
maybe
them
like
right there
5,000.
On the table. Sorry?
On one of our shows, like every segment or something, he would eat like another edible, and it turned out they were like 500 milligrams per little block or some horse shit. 1,000, yeah.
1,000.
motherfucker.
That's Thursday.
Oh, dude, y'all are some wild boys. I can't imagine that shit. Like, I mean, I went to an edibles festival one time, and we kept getting stuff from different people. People would come by where we were broadcasting on that show, and just straight up be like, "Hey, what up, dog?"
I'm going to remove my sweatshirt.
Oh, it made your head hot. Oh, the Rangers.
That's something that happens. The sweats is something that happens.
Makes your head hot.
Yeah.
Dang, get that late.
Oh yeah, dope.
Well, I mean, I am wearing a heavy sweatshirt.
Oh yeah, you were talking about your layers at open mic because of the cold.
Oh yeah, when you get old, you get cold.
Really?
Oh gee, I tell you what, I go run around barefoot, shorts, or no. Now I'm like Annie Hall, which is
Buckled
bad
up.
because I wind up pissing my pants a lot because you have
Oh,
4
dude.
layers down below too.
Dude.
But that's all right.
Man, you know what was cold as shit? Yo, Sunday.
Oh yeah, it was too much.
Sunday was brutal, bro.
Yeah, it
That
was
day-
-1 degrees.
with the wind chill.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I went to go pick up Chris Kemp's present,
Yeah.
and I had to go meet homie in a parking lot to do so. And it was like, dude, it was hilarious because like normally in these things there's like some inspection that goes on.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
of us were like, man, we didn't give a fuck. I was like, yo, give me my shit, give me your shit. I'll see you later. Shout out to my boy Rich out in Winchester. Rich, I'll find out his exact socials in a minute. Because if you need some vintage video games, this dude has a fucking treasure trove of amazingness, man. I copped this weekend. I copped from him I can't say part of it because part of it is a present for a homie. But the other part of it is really dope. I got a Wavebird controller. I got a Platinum Wavebird controller. If you don't know what a Wavebird controller is, Wavebird was the predecessor to Bluetooth, and it was what pushed Bluetooth through a lot of things. But it was the predecessor of Bluetooth, and it was developed on the Nintendo GameCube, and it was made wireless controllers available on the GameCube at that point in time. And they also work on the Nintendo Wii, and I believe on the Wii U too as well. But I have 3 now. I want to get 4 for my collection. I'm a huge nerd, Kevin. I don't know if you know this about me or not. But I got a Platinum one from him. I also got a Hyper Beach Superboy. A Superboy is a portable Super Nintendo game player. So you can play Super Nintendo cartridges inside of a handheld system. Really cool. Got those 2 things, and then I acquired some other things from him that I cannot talk about that are not illegal, but it's because they're friends present.
I understand, and the crazy thing is, I am not a gamer at all. I've only played seriously 2 video games in my life: Madden and Tiger Woods Golf.
I love Tiger Woods golf.
And I have not picked up a controller. I played Tiger Woods Golf with my neighbor like maybe 10 times in the last 5 years, but never was. I mean, they came out in the 80s, right? Late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
All right. So at that point, I'm like going on 30. So it's different generations and stuff, and plus I'm just, I don't know. I got big fat hands, and I wind up doing a Saquon Barkley when I'm looking to take a knee. The fuck.
Yeah, it's a oh man, the look
Chat's
like
on fire.
chat went off, man. Who else is on there? Let's see. We got
Lunar Sprunk's in there.
Lunar Sprunk. We got Rachel is out there.
I don't know if Lunar
Beatrice.
Sprunk.
Oh, happy birthday, Beatrice! It's Beatrice's birthday today. 32. 32.
Hello.
Yeah, feliz cumpleaños a ti, tu Beatriz. It's Beatrice's. Beatrice out there. Yeah, let's see. We got Lunar. We got Little Perp, Dubstep.
So what? These are people that follow this stuff, and
Yeah, we have a live chat. If you go on
you're
to
kidding me.
yeah, if you go on to we're live right now.
oh, hello,
Yeah.
live people. Got any questions for the guest?
Yo, we got James out there. Yo, James, you want to do a show? Well, yeah, you can come on here. We'll bring you on here. Kemp, you know his dumb ass will want to come talk, so we bring him out here too. Yeah, we do. We're live right now, Kev. We have several people in the audience listening. It looks like we have at least 4 of them.
Hey, that was nice, by the way.
What's up?
It came and went.
Oh yeah,
It's a very quick.
Well, it's not gonna necessarily not come back, but there's gonna be some lingering effects.
There's a gummy aspect to it.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be good. It comes and goes. It's pretty fast,
Right.
but that intensity in the beginning, there, you're like, oh shit, this may not be good. Will be over very fast.
Oh, I didn't say anything about it.
I know that. I get it, man, motherfucker. But next thing we're gonna do is I just took the time to. What I did was I melted some of this batter and I coated the end of this spliff with it, and then I took the keef from the bottom of the grinder and coated this outside with some keef. So we have a keef.
So is this like a moon rock kind of situation?
Yeah, I'd say like sort of like that bat with it's like a baseball bat with the barbed wire around it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gets the job done. Yeah, we're gonna do that next. That's gonna be the next thing on our agenda. Now that you've made it through into the light.
Great, man. Is Johnny in Knoxville behind the curtain, or what? What's happening next?
Oh man, I wish, man. I would. You know what though? I think all those dudes, they're like so anti. They partied so hard. They're so anti-drug that they won't even be around weed. Like that was an issue Steve-O had with Bill Maher. Bill Maher wanted to be on Steve-O's show. But Steve-O was like, well, you can't smoke. Yeah, you can't smoke weed. And Bill Maher was like, well, I smoke weed when I'm on the air. And I kind of feel him on that because we've had a couple guests come on and be like, hey, you can't smoke weed. And I want to be like, well, if I had known that going into this, we could have told you that this is part of my thing. All right. I don't give a shit. I'm a cannabis enthusiast. This is what I want to do. I like to do this, and this is fun to do. And I can't die from it. I can just get more talkative or stupid and hungry. I'm going to be hungry as shit after this. Kelly, Shannon, get ready because we going to need to eat something. And I think, man, I'm thinking about it now. It's probably too late to get Panda Express. But I will say, look, man, I've come to love one thing. Panda Express it's pretty mids. Let's just be real. It's pretty mids, okay? It's pretty mids, except for, now that's me getting ready to talk to kids tomorrow. I've got to talk. Me and Shannon are going to.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I will tell you again in a second. But Panda Express has one thing that I feel is great. It's better than any of the other options I've had in town from the small mom and pop place. Their Kung Pao chicken, albeit a spice level of 7.5 out of 10, which is a lot for some people. I like it personally, but it makes my head sweat. Is fantastic. I think there's Kung Pao chicken. It's that good garlicky one. It's not all that fucking sweet bullshit that the fucking other places do. But the Panda Express has fantastic Kung Pao chicken. Panda Express, if you want to pick up a great sponsorship, this is the team right here.
Oh, this is what
we
I will
look
say.
like pandas.
I'll step it up an extra step. I lived in Northern Virginia for too long, so like subpar Chinese food is just not. I feel like I wasted my goddamn money. There's not a place in town that is better than Panda Express.
And you live literally.
I live right next
across.
door.
Like, we could throw a pubic hair across.
Even
the street.
when they weren't a buffet, I would not eat there. Fuck that place. Yeah. So if I go to Northern Virginia, you could throw a stone and find a good place that either is a Korean, Vietnamese, pho, or Chinese, and get a scrumptious meal.
You go to Seven Corners.
Oh yeah.
Or down the block to Graham and get the banh mi sandwiches.
Push the top of that microphone up.
Top up. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're good. No, that banh mi sandwich joint.
Oh
right
yeah,
there
yeah.
On 50.
Banchan alone.
Well, banchan is different than a banh mi. Banh mi is the Vietnamese sandwich.
I know this.
And of course, the great influence of the French there in Indochina,
the bread.
Baguette.
The ficelle.
Sometimes I'm riding down there. I don't even want the banh mi sandwich. I go
Just
in
want
and
the baguette.
they sell you $1 a piece, man. It's the best bargain in town.
Yeah,
it's pretty banging.
Hey, if you don't ask.
Banh mi's are slamming. My
no.
favorite in the international sandwich world, right next to Torto's. Yeah, but this Panda Express though, their Kung Pao chicken is acceptable. I will say I don't give a shit. People are gonna be like, oh, hating on it. You know what? I bet you we did a blind taste test. We could go to Chinatown right now and get some Kung Pao chicken. I know Kung Pao chicken is not essentially real Chinese food, but I fucking love Kung Pao chicken. All right, I love Kung Pao chicken. I love Kung Pao chicken. I like Krapao beef. I know that is also not an authentic dish, but I fucking love it.
Oh, my favorite.
I love General Tso's chicken. It's the best. I love chimichangas. I love chi-chis. All right,
what?
I love some culturally appropriated food, but so do you.
You know, when they was making General Tso's, I honestly think there was a black person around, and he might have been my great-great-grandfather.
Maybe General Tso is black.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a truth, just like gingers are black. And General Tso's, you was invited to the cookout.
It was like Tyrone
Well,
Sean
no,
Orndorff.
actually, what happened? The guy said, "I'm the general," and the guy said, "So."
And they said, no, I'm the colonel of this motherfucking
Oh,
tank.
now you got to go colonel, right? Again,
Yeah,
cultural appropriation. the
no,
colonel.
I did. Yeah, I culturally
colonel.
appropriated the No Limit Soldiers. Are you familiar with who the No Limit Soldiers are, sir?
No, I'm talking about Colonel Sanders.
I'm talking
motherfucker.
about the colonel of the motherfucking tank masterpiece, sir. I got to drop that tank. I was wearing my camo pants at work the other day, and this woman was like, "Oh, well, you were in the military. Obviously, you wearing these pants." And I was like, "Well, I was in the military, not the U.S. military. I was a No Limit Soldier. I thought I told you." And it fucking killed the table, man. It killed the table.
All
You
right,
could-
so I'm old, terrible. Maybe a couple of other people don't know. What's a No Limit Soldier?
Oh, No Limit was a hip hop label from that was pretty much originated the southern hip hop sort of.
The Atlanta sound?
Before that, it was more like the New Orleans,
New Orleans.
just a little bit of Texas. That style of hip hop, dirty.
You ever heard that song "Make 'Em Say
Mm-hmm.
Nah"?
Oh,
That's some No Limit. I mean, obviously you have a little bit of flavor over there. We get it
They were upstaged a little bit
by the Cash Money Millionaires.
Yeah, and they weren't. I never got down with it. Like the farthest south I went, I thought Outkast was good. Like always.
where you from originally?
I'm from fucking Fairfax, then Leesburg, then
Yeah.
Manassas. But
It's so strange to find a native. No, for reals. I mean, it's not the most transient city around.
Oh
but,
yeah, there was definitely like that was part of growing up here. There were people that were like it was like this ultimate townie type deal where there were a lot of people that their parents like worked like jobs that weren't directly connected to the military or
Government.
or the government, so they didn't move around as much. But then you'd have these friends that like you'd have for like 6 years, and then they were like their parents would like move to another place. A lot of it was people in the, like the State Department.
Dude, my grandkids, with 3-year assignments in the State Department and military and whatever, kids come and go, man. It's like, what happened to Joey? His father got transferred, gone
yeah.
from the class.
Like my ex-wife, she was born in Panama, and then she lived in Venezuela and Barbados, and then moved to the U.S. when she was like 12. So like her formative years, she didn't even live inside the country she was a citizen of. So
Shit, if they deport her, they're going to have fucking 6 fucking choices, and none of them are a country of
you're
origin.
like, where am I going?
Hey, send it to Liberia.
Oh, dude. Nah, Liberia, the most failed of the American experiences.
Wait a second. I thought the constitutional democracy was.
Dude, the fact that they fucking that was like Liberia was always funny to me because it was like everybody
Yeah.
was like
Send
going
them,
on-
yeah, right.
like it was more like calling Marcus Garvey's bluff, and like
That's true.
but when you train a people with like basically like chattel slavery like form of government, like they're gonna implement the only government they know. But- Not gonna go over well.
No.
But it descended into like like straight up civil war with like armies such as General Tupac and the Butt Naked Army.
Hey, listen, we need Butt Naked Army.
Have you ever seen that documentary about General Butt Naked?
No.
Oh, dude, all right. So it's back when Vice was like before they got bought out, when it was still just like investigative journalism.
Right.
So in Liberia, it destabilized. So they had some journalists in there, and it got wild over there. So they have these warring like warlords, and a lot of it was like they get all fucking coked out, and they'd have like because a lot of the adults had been killed. They have child soldiers, and they were also
Yeah, because they're chewing that fucking shit,
cat.
right?
They're chewing cat and doing coke and all kinds of other shit. So a lot of the warlords would have these armies of child soldiers because all the adults were dead, and they would be pirates. So they would like steal tanker ships. So like this one guy, General Tupac in the Butt Naked Army, or General Butt Naked in the Tupac Army. The Tupac Army would just his kids, and they all wore Tupac shirts because they like, and all of them did. but he was called General Butt Naked because he would do a bunch of coke and cat and then run out on the battlefield butt naked because he thought if he was naked, God was protect. Yep. And so, and that country destabilized to where they were like rampant cannibalism. And he is now a preacher who works for the government of Liberia, testing out street food to make sure it's not human, because he knows what humans taste like because he was a cannibal.
Right.
Yo, what?
Hey, it's a niche occupation.
I wouldn't have believed it if I wouldn't have watched the documentary. It's fucking
Could
wild.
you imagine if he all of a sudden is a downturn and he gets laid off?
Yeah, he's on
and he
nibble
goes
some
for
toast.
and he goes for unemployment. And they send him out. You know, you're unemployment. You have to gainfully look for a job, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably not a lot of those around. So,
Yeah.
you know, he's going to collect his check for the full 45 weeks. You know, one cannibal says to the other, I can't stand my mother-in-law. He said, that's all right, eat your vegetables.
Dude, I like that. There
What
was
are you
like
doing over there? You got a Statue of Liberty here?
they
Pass
also
that
had
shit.
there was a couple other warlords like General Bin Laden, and then one person wanted to be Bin Laden as well, so he was General Bin Laden too.
It's like them Korean. It's like the Korean golfers.
Dude,
Hey, listen, a good nom de plume works well for everybody.
Oh yeah.
dude, I haven't watched golf ever.
I'm gonna be known as General So. All right, if I'm gonna be a
Oh,
warlord, I'm gonna be General So.
Dude, I just want to tell you one day, and it's just personal opinion. Once you have Thai food, Chinese food goes to like 1B, 1C.
It depends, man. Like you know, and just to be fair about it, I think Americanized Chinese food, I agree with you. But if you can find like a spot that really has a great
Authentic.
yeah, like a really good, like there was Fortune, the dim sum spot in Bailey's Crossroads
Oh, God,
area.
yeah.
That place is slamming.
Peking duck.
Yeah, Mark's Duck House, another great one, a great example of really good stuff. But Thai food, try Thai. The restaurant we have here on Main Street in Front Royal.
Krabusi.
They have the spicy krabusi, which is a fantastic.
Krabusi.
Sounds like a stripper's name.
Well,
Coming
it
to the
was
stage
originally
next,
called.
Spicy Krabusi.
So apparently there's
And juicy.
well, there was a drink that they had that the original owners had called the spicy pussy, and I believe it's I forget what exactly all that goes into it, but it's a rum based drink, but it's spicy because they put the pepper into it. And
Little cayenne.
no, not cayenne. It's the Thai bird chili in there. It's pretty spicy, but it tastes good. It's a fantastic cocktail if you're into that type of thing. I like it, but in very small doses.
See, we went from Thai steak to Thai food. What a
Don't,
perfect
and
segue.
we're gonna get a
I
Thai
will
lady boy
say-
sooner than later. But the new ownership took over and they weren't comfortable with calling it spicy pussy. So they were like, and we would always order it, because we like to.
So they call it stinky pussy.
No, so they were like, what should they?
That other word.
Yeah, our friend, my wife, myself, and
50-50 chance of guessing it right.
you did, and here we are.
Mm.
And so, anyways, we went in there. It was me and my wife and our friends, and we were there. They asked us what we want to change, what we should change the name of it to, and we said call it the spicy krabusi, because we have a joke about krabusis, and that's a crab. That's a bussy of crabs. But anyways, long story short is they got really good. They have really good food there.
Too late.
No, they got really good food there. In fact, there are people. I feel that there are people that come from out of town that come to go there specifically, and also, but to talk about these strange cultural crossovers. One thing that they make there that is spectacular, and I know my pho, they make good pho, and now traditionally pho is a Vietnamese dish.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They are a Thai restaurant. It is Thai,
do
they
it.
got the Thai grandparents cooking in the kitchen. That's how deep in the game they are. When they did it as a special, and they just did it just as a one-off thing once, and the town went crazy for it. And he was like, I'm not Vietnamese. I don't want to make it.
It's like
Andy,
buffalo wings.
shout out to Andy over at Tri Thai. Tri Thai is on Main Street. I don't know the exact address, so I can't do the address thing. But if you want to, come to the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in Front Royal, and if you go there, you're only a few feet away. It's right next to Vinicola. which is another great spot on Front Royal, where they have tapas and wine and spectacular service from Margot and Brittany and Lucia and Daniel and James in the kitchen over there. Also, James is the kitchen there, and he's also the Catamount now.
Yeah.
James, James looks like he has the same face as my one of my nephews. Just he's a little more pale because he stays inside a lot.
He looked like a young Gandolfini.
He looks a little bit, like a young Gandolfini. He also looks like a Naird Kung Fu Panda. Like if they threw Nair on the Kung Fu Panda, that's motherfucker.
Dude,
like,
I tell you,
shout out James. What's up, dog? That's my homie, man.
Be careful, man. Don't talk about that. Will Smith will fucking bitch slap you.
Hey, listen, I kept his mom's name out
Fuck
of my mouth
that,
too.
yo. Will Smith would have came up on that stage. I'd have shot a nasty double leg on him.
It was Chris Rock, dude. Chris Rock is what he's not known for. He's not known for ass kicking, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that was kind of bully shit on Will Smith's behalf.
Oh yeah. No. It was
he knew goddamn well that Chris Rock is like, yo, I'm Pookie. Like I smoke crack. You know, like that's what I'm known for on TV.
He should have tried.
I love Chris Rock, by the way. Chris Rock, you probably whooped my ass. Just to be fair, just kidding. But it was, whatever. Will Smith. I like Will Smith though. He's doing that show now where he goes all over the world. He's going from the North Pole to the South Pole. Have you seen this shit?
Oh, is this?
No, that was Admonson, and he was black.
No, he's doing it. No.
I'm sure Will Smith.
No, Will Smith's doing it. It's a show on Disney Plus.
Will Smith is like, he got real weird and sort of went to like Scientologist adjacent. I guess
Wow.
the fair. He started hanging out with Tom Cruise, and he started doing that weird thing that Tom Cruise does, where he says something and he like laughs when nobody else is laughing.
I like Will Smith. Oh, you know what, man?
Wait
I'm
a second, George.
that.
That's my set.
No.
I fuck with Will Smith, man. I think Will Smith, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, at the time it came out, was a great, formidable television show for to bring a lot of understanding to interracial affairs, man. Like especially at the time when like Rodney King was popping off, and The Fresh Prince was out there doing great work. The Cosby Show was doing great work with that too. But Will Smith was cool shit. Will Smith was so cool that he wanted to have a pair of Michael Jordans before they came out from anybody, and Nike was like, the only person that will greenlight this is Michael Jordan, and he hit up Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan's like, no. And then Fresh Prince was like, come on, man, and I guess eventually Michael was like, all right, fine. But Will Smith also, man, like, let's think of all the other cool ass shit that motherfucker did. Dude, fucking iRobot, what a great movie. That's a fucking fantastic movie.
I mean, all right, so this is what I will say. I was
the Men in Black, Men in Black. Fuck yes, dude.
That was about my
1, 2, 3.
That was about my tune-out point for Will Smith.
Bagger Vance.
Bagger Vance.
What is Bagger Vance?
Hitch. Bagger Vance was when he played the ghost on the golf course. He was like he would dissipate. I always make a joke that I'm like Bagger Vance at
Did he play
Catamount.
one with him and his
At
daughter
124
when they
East
were
Main
living
Street
in a
for a run.
car or something there? When they
That was
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of
Yeah,
Happiness.
I saw that. That was good.
Dude, the Prim's Hood Cinema on that one is fucking money.
Oh, all right, this is what I will say.
Shout out
I saw
Moses
that
Prim.
movie after I had a daughter, and there's a
Moses
scene where he's like holding the door with his feet, and they're trying to kick him out of a bathroom where he's like the only place he can sleep with his son.
Yeah.
And that shit that was definitely like, holy
Sad
shit,
hood movie.
it was definitely wonderful acting. I was like, yep, that's real. That's fucking.
There, I think, well, I mean, let's think. There's a Philadelphia. You know, he had AIDS in that movie. He did
He
great.
didn't have AIDS. Tom Hanks had AIDS. He was a lawyer.
Oh, he did. I thought he had AIDS.
Yeah, but it was
No, Tom Hanks died.
Kennedy-
It's all
wait a
gone.
second. No.
Sorry, I got that mixed up with Forrest Gump.
Kennedy said it was an airborne
was Bubba.
pathogen.
Oh, god damn it! I get those movies all mixed up. You know,
Michael T. Williams.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I'm the rookie, eh?
You're the rookie. You're the of what?
No, I mean, I dabbed for the first time and you're bubbling over here. What's going on?
Oh man, I'm just like having a good time, man.
Me too.
Yeah, this is what you're supposed to do, man. You can't just be cool all the time, Kevin. You gotta be silly on the air. You gotta be a silly goose. In general, in life, Kevin, if you ain't silly goosing, you ain't living, and you ain't doing it right. And people take life way too seriously, especially here in the privileged country of America where we all, maybe we don't always have it the best, but it ain't the worst. And it's a good time all the time if you make it that good, you know? So be good to yourself, be good to your friends and all that. That's what I gotta say. That's my silly goosey PSA of the day.
Look, the older I get, and surrounded by multi-generations of family, it brings me great joy. You know, it's of course I am the the Uber driver, the DoorDash, and the ATM. But again, like I say, you see hearses passing by all the time, and there are no luggage racks on them. So, what the fuck?
Right till they fall off.
Look, we're here to, keep our kids and grandkids. We want to keep them safe and healthy and happy. And, my fault for teaching my grandkids that all of life is transactional. It's sort of like a boot camp for suburban kids about, I'm thinking of perhaps having a seminar with all these, everybody getting a participation trophy. I think kids need to, be able to toughen up a little.
Oh yeah, they're like this is what I'll say. All parents should take their kids and put them in some type of thing that's hard for them to do. Whether it's like, because not every kid's gonna want to do martial arts, and I realize that. I do think putting them in something like jujitsu, or like something where they're moving their body and like they're by themselves.
It's discipline. It's being able to at least feel less uncomfortable within
like
yourself.
Wrestling would be good for some people. I mean, basketball would be like you need something that teaches you about yourself as a youngster and like makes you know that you're not like they teach you humility. Like, oh, there's hard shit, and I'm not really I'm not good at everything.
Played a lot of ball, learned more life lessons. Anybody can be a good winner. It's like anybody can tell a joke. To absorb a joke and appreciate a joke when you're the brunt of the joke, that's humor. Being able to take it as well as give it.
Hell yeah, dog.
The fuck you talking about? That's right. Let's not talk about yours. Let's get off. Oh, see that? I'm so old. Let's get off your mama. I was on her all night.
Kevin, the funny part is my mom is only 5 years older than you, so it would be perfectly so it would be probably the most acceptable.
Dude, I know.
What would you do if like she came out to the Catamount and Mike Hasty was in hasty mode?
Who's Mike Hasty?
Yeah.
Who's Mike Hasty?
What do you mean hasty mode?
Where it's just Mike. It's Mike. Mike is
Trying to holler?
Yeah.
And my mom?
Yeah.
Good luck. My mom's feisty, bro. Like that. She ain't like some sweet ass old lady.
Oh yeah, like I'm not.
She's a very nice, good grandma, but she ain't no sweet old lady, man. She knows Tai Bo and shit.
Oh shit, yes.
No, dude. True story though. Her personal trainer was in Mortal Kombat. I forget his name, but he was the tall black dude with long ass dreads, man. And he was in a few other like WB like kung fu shows. God damn it, he had his name was Khalil, I believe. And speaking of, shout out to Khalil Nazar, man. Khalil hooked me up with a cool ass dude named Steve Pembleton that we're gonna be probably hopefully doing some work with. But yeah, I forget what, I think his name was Khalil, but it was my mom did like all the kung fu shit with him. And she was like, at that point in time, she was like 65, 66 or some shit. Which is crazy because my mom is like, but she's still doing all that shit. She plays pickleball every day.
Pickleball.
She plays pickleball.
Fuck pickleball. Let me tell you something. The only people who like pickleball are orthopedic surgeons.
My mom is not an orthopedic surgeon, sir.
No. I'm the only people it benefits.
Oh, well, I don't know, man. She got like she actually her partner.
It's like fucking soccer.
Oh God, I forgot.
They're trying to take us apart from within.
Hold on, I gotta look on my family chat here.
And even Trump said that the NFL should change the name and soccer has football. That fuck. Everything else I can't forgive anything.
You can't forgive anything?
Associated with him.
Man, what if this is just a big like con? He was really just like, it's just some crazy,
Well,
it's some bet, and then he's gonna make everything cool.
it's a bet. Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't
It's like
fucking know.
Survivor.
I do.
I do.
He's gonna be in control for a couple more years, and people are not gonna like it, and some people are really gonna like it, and it'll be a lot of arguing, and then hopefully people grow tired of it, like they did the first time, like the decisiveness and the arguing, and just distracting from us trying to get everything on target.
Well, that third term might be a little bit tough.
Yeah,
He can't do a third term, can he?
No,
Of course not, but he can't fucking blow ships out of the water in international waters either without declaring war, but
Yeah,
somehow or another.
yeah, like
Hey, so how long do you think Crockett and Tubbs would have lasted?
Are we talking about the classic duo from Miami Vice?
Fucking A. Them fucking boats there all carrying them drugs. Oh, forget about it.
They'd have been fucking ate up by now.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude.
I like Take better when he was drinking.
Dude, I definitely, that is a funny thing. Like sometimes, like for instance, I've always thought about this. And maybe they don't hold up over the test of time, but in their era, the first two Eminem albums and the first D12 album were fucking quite ridiculous, right? In terms of what Eminem was doing. And then he stopped doing drugs. And then he sucked.
You know, to some it's a muse, to others it's a crutch.
Yeah,
And
like, I
it's
get it.
individual. Yeah, it's so
I get it. You can only be like doing like substances like that for so long.
I mean,
Maybe
there's only so many Hunter Thompsons in the world.
Oh yeah, I've thought about Woody Creek. You can rent. You gonna die? There you can rent out the Woody Creek house that he had, where he wrote all, like everything. I think it's on Airbnb,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to rent that shit and then do the list that he said he did before he wrote, and then try to write something.
Oh, I've seen that.
That list
actually,
is quite extensive.
I have a very interesting biography about him, but it's just compilations of observations of those within his circle and those he worked with. I'll bring it up to you next time I'm up. It's quite a good read.
Dude, he is a wild boy.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't forget, you got to get the Dunhills.
oh yeah, you got to get Dunhills. You got to go to the Woody Creek Cafe and get those. Take a chigger of fucking Chivas Regal and put it over shaved ice. Called a slushy.
Snow cone, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Slush.
That shit is so fucking wild. Dude, it definitely is something that I want. Just that's on a bucket list for me. Definitely, that's a bucket list event. Even to just drop acid.
I
There
mean,
would
the
be kinda
mayhem
next
that he
level.
caused at the Kentucky Derby and at the conventions and Vegas.
Oh yeah, the fact that he would just take the money from Rolling Stone and then say he was going to do it, and then just come back with an article about what he did instead of doing it, like how he started to go and then didn't go.
And yet, every elementary school kid is following that same principle with their homework. Wait until the very last second. Just slop something on paper and submit it. So we got people joining on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of conversation going on in the chat.
Wow.
Yeah, if you have your phone, you can check it out, man. I'm super, man. The last dab I just took just cleaned my clock. The last dab I just took just cleaned my clock. Everybody, your boy is reeling. He's up against the ropes, but I ain't going down. I'm about to make you do one too. You want another one?
You're taking a mandatory 8-count to it.
I'm taking a breather, man. I'm taking a little water break here.
Well, that's okay.
No, it's not, man. I'm stronger than that, Kevin.
You don't have to be. I mean, this could
You
be
over here making weed into a battle, goddamn it!
It's not.
Weed is a battleground, all right?
I thought it was about snacks and relaxation.
Isn't that
No, sir. I'm fucking
Wait a
serious
second.
about this.
I remember that song by Deb Benatar.
Hey.
Drugs is a battlefield.
Yeah, dabs is a battlefield, but plugs is a battlefield. Man, this is super fun, man.
What's the first concert you ever went to?
The first concert that I ever went to that I was cognitive of going to? I mean, the first concert I went to that was like a concert would be I went to Vanilla Ice at the Patriot Center at George Mason.
I don't know where to go but
in
up.
1991. Yeah, I went there with my buddy Eli Rosen and his mom, and we was in there. We made our own sweatshirts, and we thought we was cool as shit. And mine sucked, but his was awesome because he's super artistic, and I was just like a spaz. The first like real concert I went to, like real deal, was I saw Cypress Hill, 311, and the Far Side. And this was when the quote unquote new 930 club had just opened, and it was 1995. And I remember sneaking out because it was like a Tuesday night. My mom totally knew that I snuck out.
I'm good.
And like this kid that drove me to high school, he was a senior and I was a sophomore.
What'd you listen to on your way to school?
We listened to a lot of stuff, mostly hip hop, but reggae,
Or your own mix.
Usually our own mix, man. We usually listen to that, some go-go. We listen to a lot of reggae. We listen to some heavy metal.
How old are you?
45.
Okay. I got a daughter that's 43, another one 4. So, yeah, they went to PVI, and they traveled with their friends to school. So, they're of your generation.
There was a lot of stuff.
I appreciate that.
Funnily enough, I took because I went to school with 45 minutes away, right? So we lived in Reston, went to O'Connell in Arlington, and sometimes I would ride with my friend's older sister because she would need HOV or gas money or whatever. She was cool, and it was awesome. She was like, she was a couple years older, just more classic white chick than me. I'm a more crazy white chick, but but I remember she listened to a pretty like interesting mix of stuff that I probably would not have listened to outside of that, but I always have like the association to it. And I saw her. I went to her brother's, one of my best friends. His name's Scott Hanna. He's not listening because he never does. I like to shame him. That's how what best friends do. Shout out my man Scott Hanna. But anyways, I was at
O'Connell.
We were at his. Hey, that's what we do. That's what we do. Hey, you got any more of them chocolates?
That's a good segue, man. I tell you, the guy is a wordsmith, ain't he?
So, anyways, we were at her it was unfortunately his mother passed away, and we were at the funeral a couple of weeks ago, and I saw her, and I was like, oh man, every time I hear there's a couple songs that like, I'll remember that used to play in her car, and she thought she was gonna get like cool points with me being like, oh, Snoop Dogg or like Dr. Dre or something. And I was like, yeah, man, it was like that one song, like if I stay or should I stay or should I go? And I forget some other song I said, and she was so distraught, man. She was like, "Oh man," she's like, "I thought it was gonna be like cool songs." Oh, I mean,
so you in '93 you lived in Reston?
Mm-hmm.
So did I.
Okay, what part?
Right off of Wheelie Avenue.
Okay.
I worked for Sprint right there on heading towards Fairfax County Parkway there on the right hand side, past
Yeah, it was
used to golf there at
Reston National.
Well,
or Hidden Creek.
Each of them.
I worked at Hidden Creek Club as well, once upon a time.
Well,
in the infancy of my career.
Originally, Hidden Creek was the public course. And
yeah.
The layout. Not a lot of people know that. But,
mm-hmm.
I was playing Ozzie and Harriet Picket Fence there in '93 for a while, and Ozzie and Harriet turned into Ozzie and Sharon. So just
hey.
But Reston was a good place.
Reston was, man. It's crazy what's happened to it. I'm sorry, maybe I'm someone I sound old and dated or whatever, but you go there now and all like what it was supposed to be in the layout and all the natural.
You looked forward to it. It was a destination to go either on Lake, what do you call it there, a little Italian restaurant or something.
Yeah, Lake Ann.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had the restaurant there was Il Chino.
Yes.
Yeah, El Cino. Sorry, El Cino.
Oh, I tell you what. I tell you that the clams are reganat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My buddy Eli Rosen's parents loved that place. In fact, his bar mitzvah dinner was there, and it was it was fantastic. I love that place. It was good, man. They did a lot of good stuff. Yeah,
Dreidel, I made you out
man.
of
What was it?
garlic.
I'm trying to remember what the name of the dude is who owned it was. Man, I used to know, but yeah. Anyways, that place was cool. Yeah, that was a Lake Ann Plaza at that point in time. You had that restaurant. Another restaurant there was the Jasmine Cafe. The Jasmine Cafe in its heyday was something to behold, and it was like, he did all the nouveau cuisine that people were not used to yet in the early 90s. And then eventually tapered off, and unfortunately.
I mean, Outback having Aussie fries was kind of strange for
the
people.
Blooming Onion was one of the most mind-blowing culinary things when I was a child. To be introduced to I was like, you can do this to an onion?
I don't even care about that. That onion ring sauce, the remoulade sauce, I ain't never had that before in my life. So the hack I used to have when I was a kid, my parents would go there, we get the Aussie fries, and they would get the ranch, and I'd be like, yo, side of remoulade. Next thing you know, I'm a chubby bastard.
Not only that, first of all, remoulade is fucking cool to say.
Remoulade.
Yeah, that's whenever I hear that song, what's that band? The Led Zeppelin. Remoulade. It's my favorite sauce. I put that shit on everything.
Dude.
Remoulade. You know what I'm talking about?
A ramble
Yeah,
on.
it's Ramble-On.
Oh, it's Ramble On. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was saying Remoulade.
No.
But, it doesn't matter. Cause
Remoulade. Now you'll never hear it the same way.
It's the same thing, because I asked George before, and he said, there's a bathroom on the right. So
What else is the other? Man, Remoulade. Man, what are some other good, good mix-up lyrics, like revved up like a douche in the night?
Yeah, douche.
You douche.
Ripped up like a douche.
Yo, could you imagine having a douche that was so powerful you have to rev it up?
Well, I always thought he said
3 horsepower.
I always thought it was, when I was younger, I didn't even think it was revved up. I thought it was wrapped up. Like wrapped up
like a douche.
Yeah, you wrapped up like...
It's like revved up like a
Oh, I
douche,
thought revved
another
up.
runner in the night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I happen to... And I tell you what, Bruce wrote that. Manfred Mann got most of the play from it, but if you listen to them side by side, I'm not saying which is better, which is different, but listen to the original Bruce. Listen to the original Bruce Springsteen, Patti Smith's song "Because the Night." Springsteen wrote that, but it had to have. He just wanted to have a woman's voice on it, and so she recorded it. But that's powerful shit. And of course, it was very, very strange because on her album cover, she didn't shave her arm.
Ooh, Patti Smith was a wild girl.
That was only European people back in the day.
Well, like, I mean, her whole thing was like she wanted. It wasn't that she was like any of the new not weird gender, but the new gender classifications people use, or like pronouns they want used for them. But she wanted to be genderless was her whole thing. I mean, she was married to like her guitar player Fred Smith, and like, but she would say and do things that like
she didn't want labels.
Well, like her like even the way that she would write stuff. There's people that sort of reminded me of her, like Morrissey from the Smiths, like the way that they're like. They are performing artists and they are musicians, but their compositions in terms of the way they write things is that those words are more important than even the way that they're delivered over the melody of the song.
Of course, their performance art transcends just what you hear.
Yeah. And it was like, I don't know if there'll ever be anybody like that now, because music is like, maybe it'll come back around again, but music, even the way it's consumed, is extremely disposable. And there was good music during those periods too.
What
like
isn't disposable?
Well, like
if
disposable.
People didn't have the opportunity to binge shit, no one would even stream.
Yeah. Well, like in terms of, I know it was an extremely small window of time where the album, like that whole, like listening to the whole album, the album cover, looking at the lyrics while you listen to the whole album. That's a thing that like is. With like 2 generations of people that were in on that. And I think there are some kids that still do that, but it's more like the single, the newest song by the person. And there's anomalies like Taylor Swift, when her album comes out, it's fucking like
It's like the difference between my joints and this dab machinery. You know, listen, when albums came out, man, I mean, and you know, the whole tricks with the turntable, with the penny there, you know,
Well,
to keep things from skipping. And, oh, my God.
The one weird thing that happened, I don't know if people still do it, but in like punk rock and more indie stuff, when albums come out, you buy the vinyl and you get the digital copy for like with it. So that was a thing to get like the album instead of having the little CD, having the big album artwork is always cooler.
You know, first concert I ever saw. What?
Dude, that microphone right now.
Oh yeah, look like
straight up looking like a duke.
Oh yeah, dude, that's.
It looks like it.
Wow. So is the one you're talking into.
Yeah.
What?
The red, the red
Guys,
rocket.
I saw Santana as an opening act
Goddamn.
at the Fillmore East. Bill Graham had the Fillmore West out in Haight-Ashbury, and it opened on 14th Street, the Fillmore East. And before Woodstock, I saw Santana, that the headliner was this group called Ball and Jack. Yes, exactly.
Ball and Jack.
Ball and Jack. Yes, thank you. Yep. It's like Sears and Roebuck. Where the fuck is Roebuck? You know,
Dude. I think the first show I went to technically was I was in utero. I was born like a month later, but my parents saw the Beach Boys, which I thought was incredibly lame.
Ooh, was it the time they performed with Uncle Jesse? And the Rockers?
No, it was way before
Damn
that.
it.
It was like I think they were still. I think like all of the original people were still in the band.
Now,
Everybody knows that was the apex point of
Now,
Beach
where did
Boys.
they see them? Down at the mall?
When
I
they did
think so.
Kokomo with Uncle Jesse?
I think so.
And then Stephanie and the fam was invited on stage to join them.
Oh yeah, at the
It
end of
was
the
in
episode.
traditional fashion.
Days gone by.
No, but then they did Kokomo with the Beach Boys.
Oh, Kokomo was the hot fire. That's the only reason I know what. I've never seen the movie Cocktail, but I've heard the soundtrack.
You've never seen fucking Cocktail?
Never seen Cocktail.
Oh,
Bro.
dude.
Dude,
We're
it's
out.
so-
Thank you, George.
Yeah, George. No, you need to watch that tonight. I swear to God, George. Did you? How high are you right now?
I'm a mild amount.
All right, I'm gonna before we leave, and we'll get off air, and we'll get you a dab. You need to watch Cocktail. First of all, a few things about it. All right, number one, Cocktail at this point in time in human history, TGI Fridays was like the apex point, the Mecca Medina of cocktail mixology in the world, in Times Square. And it was like, and that's where this whole, like, a lot of it takes place. But then it moves down to Key West, and it's a fantastic, it's what, like in the 80s when they used to take like a niche interest and they would turn it into a drama. They took bartending and they made it. It's great acting though. I mean, speaking of Mr. Middletooth himself, Tom Cruise, the man who does his own stunts, too. By the way, to give him a shout out on that. Insult him and also then praise him. He is he does a great job as playing he starts off as a novice and he ends up as an expert. He ends up it's like me 2 years ago versus me now, and eventually me and Shannon are going to end up in a brutal rivalry, or maybe me and Julieta, probably more so me and Julieta. Shannon will just end up like a collateral damage, murder.
Are you taking notes, George?
Oh, it's recording.
Oh, okay.
It's
See, that's how old I record. What is this?
Jamaica. Yeah, actually, you know what? Next year when we do some sketches, that would be a good sketch we could do, like where we make Cocktail like about us at the Catamount Lounge. You can help me direct it.
Sure, we could do Goodfellas too.
Yeah, dude, definitely. We could do a lot of stuff, man. We could do Harold and Maude with you and me.
I started doing it last night. Didn't you hear me say when I walked back in and I turned the sign and said, "Now you just can't leave"?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was very Bronx Tale of you.
Thank you.
Chaz Parliamentary, son.
I'd be very nervous. I'd be like, yo, I need to choose my friends better. If I walked into a bar with my friends and they were pulling some bullshit and then I got beat up by dudes wearing
Sorry?
suits.
You want another dab, dude?
I'm good for now. I got
an
hour and change.
I know. Right now, he's got this is the most red I've ever seen. This is my red. I think the most red my eyes I've been in a long time.
Yeah, you guys are definitely.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna do another one though. I love this stuff. It's great. I mean, it's just like, yeah, it's a wallop. I'm a big fan of it. I like being walloped. I like getting the wallopy feel. When you feel the wallop, then you know that you've got done right. It's like the wop. It's like the wobs of
See, but your tolerance is at the point where you don't get this, and I've described it to other people, and it's that feeling where you're too high, and it's like or like the moment where you're like, I'm gonna die, and then you're like,
See, but
fuck.
I'm done with that. I don't like that. I like feeling relaxed. I like feeling. I consider myself now. People say California sober. I'm a Rastafarian Buddhist,
dude.
And this is what I do, and it's no fun falling asleep.
Oh yeah,
I enjoy reading. I enjoyed listening. I listen to music every day. I'm a news junkie, a sports junkie.
Porn junkie.
I maintain a good wrist. Yes.
Yeah.
Not on a family computer.
Oh, dude. Remember in the 90s when it was only one computer? It was like having one VCR.
Dude.
You got to make sure you take your tape out.
Dude, listen, we had a party line, the first phone that I remember, and then privacy conversation was how far that one fucking cord could stretch. You guys, get off my dab.
Get off my dab.
Okay, so warm it up and let's go here. Eh?
I'm trying to find. I gotta see where the
oh, forget it. Never mind. Jesus Christ. You see,
cheese rice,
again, European cars very nice till they break down. The dab extraordinary till it breaks down. The joint is the ever ready Energizer Bunny. Just keeps right on going.
Nobody
it's fucking.
Nobody says it wasn't, man.
It's tsunami proof. I mean, you could cup and go.
Cup and dish.
There's the classic old white guy response like it has to be a contest, one versus the other. One leaves, two go in, one leave. No, we do it all together,
Master Blaster.
Who started the I'm not interested in being
it's okay.
higher than him and outlay. I just
push up contest.
Man, shoosh! I found it.
What a guy.
Yeah, you know what? They're gonna call me the fucking humanitarian of the year. Do you want to know why?
Because Trump turned it down. I don't know.
No, he got an award from.
Please, can we not talk? Can you not do me a favor and do not use my name and his name in sentences to each other for several reasons? But like that, yeah. I'm sorry. Like recently, I'm a little upset and like
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I am, dude. I am upset. I'm upset because on Saturday night, some shit happened.
What happened?
Dog. I took some tincture and I got hungry as fuck and then ended up talking too long and didn't make it to Wendy's by 1 o'clock when I could have because I ended up talking too long.
Oh man,
it was terrible.
Yeah, dude, I just
want to put that out there for everybody.
All right,
so don't talk too long because you will miss out on Wendy's, and Wendy's is one of the only places that stays open late.
Really,
it's also a good quality fast food establishment. I feel. I don't know how
they don't put their dicks in the burgers.
I mean, even if they did, I wouldn't hold it against them because you know what?
It still tastes good.
No, you know what they don't.
Better fries, Wendy's or McDonald's.
Oh, you know what? The new Wendy's ones, man. Because you know what? They salt them like a motherfucker, and they have skin on it. And I like.
So this is what I will say: Wendy's fries.
I like my fries like I like my
Wendy's
dudes.
fries are always better, but they're only better because you always get a Frosty with them most of the time. And a Frosty and fries is I don't know if you guys know about this.
Yeah.
A dip.
You
or
dip
just,
Frosty and fries?
Dip or I'll just eat the Frosty and the fry at the same time. Okay. It's the same thing ends up happening. You get that salt.
Yeah, we don't have we're not bivalved.
But I remember the fries at McDonald's used to be way better. Maybe I know people have said they changed it, but they didn't change it. Like now, apparently, instead of packaging and having beef fat, they have oil that's flavored like beef fat. So it's like
I guess they were pissing off the Hindus.
I don't know. I think originally they did it because they wanted to have something on the menu that like vegetarian.
Of course, no Hindus would be going to McDonald's. So
I mean, they might for fries.
I'm sure as shit they do in India. I bet
they probably just have a bunch of McChickens.
I saw an article.
McCocks is what they should be
they
calling
have.
them.
It's amazing. it's amazing what they have in different. In France, they have the baguette.
Yeah.
I mean,
They also have the Royale with cheese.
Well, I know. I went to Barbados once. Like,
look at the brains on Chris.
I went to Barbados, and the thing that I found is
Nicely
they didn't have a lot of beef or anything like that because a lot of it had to be imported.
Yeah.
But they had chicken restaurants out the ass, like Church's Chickens, like
And they never run out because
Yeah.
they got the back door.
Yeah, like it was good. But everything at Barbados, because it's a sugarcane island, just tastes almost like a little bit like sugar, and it's weird.
We
The
down
coffee,
there just
everything.
on vacation. Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was on my honeymoon.
Rihanna's ass.
I wish.
Hey,
I wish. This was pre.
Just kidding.
This
just
was pre
kidding.
Riri.
JK.
Hey, this was pre Riri.
There's no
We don't talk about
pre-Riri.
Riri no more.
Riri is eternal.
Oh, dude. But
Yo, speaking of Riri's, how's you doing?
yeah, you
Hey,
are stout
whap,
as a
whap,
bone.
whap.
So what do you guys have coming up?
Oh boy, let's see. We got this Saturday coming up at the Catamount Lounge. It's the Ho 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 Show, starring Shevitz Vichard. Hey, how you doing, Shevitz? We also will be featuring Ace Jackson, Eddie Hoffman, Rachel Phil Mesger, Daniel McFarland, and of course, yours truly will be in the house as the host. I think I hope I got everybody on that, right? Oh, and Los Vegas, man. My man Los Vegas. Can't forget about Los. Fuck yeah, dog. You can't forget about Los. Los brings big. He got, man, that dude must be like just like 30% third leg. The amount of energy that Los brings to the room it's fun, man. He's good. He's a good dude. I love seeing him around. Shevitz too, man. It's gonna be super fun. We got that going on. Tomorrow morning, I'll be featuring Shannon Hahn. We'll be at Light Ridge. I was about to say Lightfoot for some reason. The light skin.
Yeah.
Light.
This is the record
light skin. Yeah,
Chris
we're gonna
Kensworthy.
Hey, listen.
It'll
I
be
mean,
at
it's
my
gonna be light
elementary
skin.
school.
We're gonna be at Light Skin Elementary School.
The legend lives on from Fort Royal on down, but the pothead they call Chris Kenworthy.
It's a really good elementary school. I stand beside it.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Light Ridge High School tomorrow, talking to the kids. And then we're gonna be talking to the kids about what it's like to go into the restaurant industry and what you need to be doing, what you need not to be doing, and all the cool stuff in between. And then I think there's a party in my house or something where all the ladies are gonna come and exchange it to gifts. So I think I'm gonna have to exit myself from the house, but we'll see. I will see how I feel because that's gonna be a lot of going to and from. And this holiday season, I've decided to take a little
You
easy.
sequester yourself in your video game dungeon.
I need you know what? If I end up staying local tomorrow, I need your help. With come over tomorrow and you can fend off the ladies and help me play with my shit downstairs.
I'm gonna play with this shit downstairs.
Hell yeah, we can set up a studio and do some stuff, talk shit about Kevin. We'll do a Helltown after show. It'll be like, dude, what was it like sitting across from the biggest closet homosexual you've ever met in your life? You know, him and Gandalf the Gay. He's like Gandalf the Gay.
It's a big closet.
It's Gandalf the Gay. Yeah, he's like Patrick Stewart and fucking what's the other guy?
Martha Stewart.
And what's the other?
Sir Ian McKellen.
Sir Ian McKellen mixing one with like a little bit of Rodney Dangerfield sprinkled on top. That's how I describe you, actually. Kevin, for real, though, I think you're fucking cool shit. You for real, man. You're just a homie, man. Like, and it's you're wild. You can hang with me when it comes to doing the trees.
I enjoy kicking it.
You're fun. I think
guys.
I
hope you invite me back. You know.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, we'll bring you back 100%. We need to have you versus.
Now,
Mike
what am I
Hasty.
doing this week? What do I have upcoming here? Well,
Yeah. What do you have
I'm
coming
watching
up?
my grandkids tomorrow afternoon, Thursday afternoon. Got an MRI Thursday night. I am participating in a roast for Cam Cameron. Is that his name? Cam Cameron, right? My good friend Cam.
Coach Cam?
Coach Cam.
Yeah, Coach
Cam.
Cam. What's up, Cam?
Cameron.
What's up?
It's CC, you know?
You know, he knows me to do it.
But, yeah, exactly. He's retired from the Marine Corps. We're having a little roast for him on Friday night. I'm a lazy football junkie, and there's a lot of pro games on. They're starting the the Saturday pro games now that the NCAA is on hiatus for a few days. So I'll be chilling and stepping outside and puffing on these vintage joints.
Puffing on D's and
Doing
nuts.
big things.
Hey, yeah, you brought vintage joints, but you also brought new age. What's they called?
Vape.
They're vapes. Yeah, thanks, Dick.
Hey, you know what? Are we wrapping up or what?
Yeah,
we gotta get
We'll save
KFC
Dick for the
before
next
10.
time. then.
Do you have like any Instagram or social media you want to give out?
Instagram is Mr. Lisa MRLISA, all lowercase. I don't know if that makes a difference. Who the fuck knows?
They'll find you.
All right, and I'm on Facebook and all that other good shit.
Awesome. Kevin Gartland. Catch him. Lots of times, if you live in Front Royal, you can see him at the open mic night on Mondays at the Catamount Lounge at
And happy
124.
Happy
Eastern.
holidays. Be kind to each other, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Catamount Lounge.
Catamount Lounge.
Catamount
Speaking of which, I host the
Lounge.
open mic at the Catamount Lounge.
And a hell
Come
of a
out.
job he does.
Come out. It's a very opening room. You can do whatever you want. You can read a poem. You can tell a short story. You can perform music. You can do comedy. You can do anything you want. It's your art.
Do
It's
what
like
you
Alice's
wanna
restaurant.
do
Yeah.
in Living Color. I got actually season 5 of Living Color on DVD today on bootleg.
Dude.
Also, I just wanted to mention that's on bootleg.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, you can do what you want to do in Living Color. That should
Pick
be.
that
That's
up in
what
Strasbourg.
I did actually.
The Emporium.
I sure shit did, bro. No, I actually got a vintage donkey, which had very cool stuff. They had both a Teddy Ruxpin and a Grubby,
Dude, Teddy
as
Ruxpin,
well as a in-box Steve Urkel doll.
the go-to when I was a kid is to take your friend's sister's Teddy Ruxpin and then put in Slayer. We used to do
Yes.
that all the fucking time. Raining Blood is so funny.
Teddy Ruxpin is my
What was it?
friend.
What is that?
and
Was that
Grubby's
like-
Slayer
my
was like
friend.
a-
No. I know Slayer.
Teddy Ruxpin was like this doll, and you could put tapes in his,
Oh,
in his
okay.
back,
Yeah, and you would talk-
yeah.
So it was like a cassette player.
Yeah, so
And his mouth would move animatronically, his eyes would blink and shit.
if you put in Slayer, it looked really cool.
He'd be like, Teddy
You can go over
Ruxpin
to
is my
Instagram.
friend."
You can listen to my music at golden_orphans. And you can go over to Capital MMA in inside the Beltway, outside the Beltway.
Inside
8
his
local
Beltway.
locations inside my Beltway. You can train jujitsu. You can do Muay Thai. You can do some CrossFit. You can get in shape. You can learn how to defend yourself. Kids programs. You can get your kids more confidence, or if they're a bully, you can get them humbled. Both of those are exclusive to martial arts. Have fun. Yeah, I'll teach you how to detach somebody's PCL in their knee.
He'll teach you how to Dougie afterwards.
Yes. If you come out this week, if you come out this weekend, I'll teach you leg locks.
But
Specifically the
But he won't Dougie until he crosses the end zone.
Nobody
No.
That was a controversy
I
this
will
week.
not Dougie. Oh, shout out to my cousin Blake Corum. I saw that he scored a touchdown. I don't even watch
Yeah,
football.
shout out, dog.
I get updates from other people that watch football about my cousin's fucking prowess.
Where's he play?
He's on the Rams, Blake Corum.
Your cuz.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm much older than him.
Rams are favored to win the Super Bowl right now.
That'd be awesome. He won a national
Look us up with
championship
tickets.
with he won a
You
national
don't ask,
championship.
the answer's always no.
Oh no! Like I will not ask. Like
I'm only.
I know how my family is.
Just give me his number. I'll ask for you if you're shy.
Oh fuck that! I know my family. Like there's fucking everybody's probably been asking that boy stuff since he played at Michigan. I was
Dude, I
like,
tell you what, I'm not in the
Butt
best.
stuff.
I'm not in the best of health. You can always rent me for make a wish for an old guy.
No,
I mean, why do kids get the fucking wishes?
Well, that is true.
All right. Well, thanks again for having me,
Oh,
guys.
thank you for coming. Go over to Helltown Radio on all the socials. Subscribe, like, and that shit. Get in the chat. Lunar Sprunk is there. You're in for a treat. Remember, 2 fingers in your butthole is way better than 1 in your pee hole. Remember that. You have any words of wisdom for the children for the holiday season, Chris?
Stay out of trouble. That's a RoboCop throwback, guys. No, I'm gonna watch Jingle All. I'm about to go meet up with Kelly and Shannon at the crib. What's up, girls? How you doing? How's you doing? Shout out Kelly for being cool as hell, and also shout out me for getting Jingle All the Way ready on VHS for us to watch all together.
Fantastic. Sounds like, I mean,
Watch
December's
Jingle
already
All.
done. You might as well come out on Jan 1.
Well, come out. What do you mean come out?
Well, you
He
closeted
said
me.
he said it was a big closet.
You closeted me earlier.
nothing- I ain't-
Hey,
there's
it's a
nothing-
walk-in.
There's nothing closet about this, sir. This is as gay as it gets.
What's that? Jingle all the way?
No, me.
Diddle all the way.
Yeah, Diddy all the way.
Oh, hey. Yeah, don't go to those parties. Apparently, you wake up with a hurt butthole. Take care of each other. Next week we have Fam Joel's. It's gonna be good. You get along. You can bring your rig too.
Who's Fam Joel's? Is that short for Family Jewels?
I guess so. Now that we think about it. Now it is.
I thought that's what you were saying. We have Fam Joel's. It's like Family Jewels.